What's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Dust Boxing. Back with another one. So we're gonna pregame and talk about these fights that's coming up this weekend. You know what I'm saying? March the 3rd through the 5th. You know, so we got some good fights. We got a good fight card, two good fight cards on Friday and Saturday, and we're gonna definitely touch on it. Before we do that, I just want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. Feel free to check me out on my social media, Twitter at OverJ, Instagram L Dust Boxing. So we're gonna get straight to it. So the first card, this from Australia, you know what I'm saying? It's headlined by Tim Zoo's little brother, Nikita Zoo. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make his pro debut on the card. You got former world title challenger, probably the most notable guy on the card, Dennis Hogan. He has a fight on this card, you know what I'm saying? You got a rematch between Liam Wilson and Joe Nonay. Nonay stopped Liam Wilson um like last year, the end of last year, I believe. So that's a rematch. That's a pretty good fight because Wilson was like a hot prospect over there in Australia, but he got dethroned. So you know what I'm saying. So it's a pretty decent type of card. It's kind of a prospect low level type of thing. You gotta get up early to catch this one though. This is in Australia, so it's gonna be early morning on March the 3rd. So if you guys interested, feel free. You can follow No Limit YouTube channel or No Limit Facebook if you're trying to catch this. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me see. Knockout Boxing 86. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. All right. Next up, we got this card from Canada. Um, It's headlined by Eric Bazania. He got like a top 10 ranking in a couple of sanctioned bodies. You know what I'm saying? He's a pretty decent fighter. He's tall. He had a long amateur career. He had a crazy record. I don't remember what it was, but I know it was something crazy. So he's facing like a German level opponent, and he's supposed to have a step up later on in the year. So we're gonna see. Stephen Butler is on the card as well. He's a former world title challenger. He fought Murata. You know what I'm saying? He fought Murata. Actually, that was Murata's last fight. You know what I'm saying? He fought Stephen Butler. So this the card right here. You can catch this on punchinggrace.com in Canada. You know what I'm saying? This is Eye of the Tiger Sport Management, Eye of the Tiger Promotions. You can find them on all social medias. You know what I'm saying? Eye of the Tiger. So they got a lot of cards as well. So something to pass the time. This is March the 3rd as well. If you guys interested in that. All right, now moving to this card. Now this is a pretty big card right here. The return of Jose Ramirez. We're gonna touch on this fight. Him versus Jose Pedraza. They got a lot of title implications in this right here. So we're gonna get to this. But I'll talk about some of the fighters on the card. You got Richard Torres Jr. He's the silver medalist at heavyweight of this past Olympics for the U.S. And you know what I'm saying, he's making his pro debut. Southpaw. He kind of fight like in a crouch. He's like a tweener. He probably can do well in cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? He probably probably taking this fight a little bit shade over heavyweight because when he fought in the Olympics, it was like I think the highest I seen him like 215. You know what I'm saying? Some fights I seen him like 208 versus guys was like 240. So he fought at super heavyweight. So I'm looking forward to see him. I want to say he's the co-main. He's from Fresno where this fight is taking place. So yeah, that's a good look for him. You know, Top Rank gonna always build their up and coming fighters, and they signed all the Olympians coming out the games this year. So yeah, I like him though. W underscore right side of the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. You got another Olympian on the card, Carlos Balderas. Now he's making his return. You know, he had a couple of wins in a row after suffering that crazy knockout loss that was on the Charlo Harrison undercard when he was with PBC. That was unexpected. A lot of guys thought he would be in the shoes like Teofimo and take the path as Teofimo Lopez because he was touted as the better prospect coming out the Olympics. But he had a setback. He got with Buddy McGirt and he been looking good. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see him um this Friday as well. You know what I'm saying? Moving on to some other guys we got on the card. I like this card. You got Hector Tanahata. He's coming back, coming off a stoppage loss to the Williams Zepeda. He haven't fought since. He's facing another guy coming off a loss, Miguel Contreras. He had a highlight reel knockout loss. I want to say that was on the same card in July on that Golden Boy. But that was a highlight. It was a crazy highlight reel knockout from Sterling Castillo. And so both guys need this win. You know what I'm saying? It's basically, you know what I'm saying, lose or go home. And this is a good local type of, well, California type of fight. I think my man Contreras is from this area up in Fresno. So we're gonna see. So Hector Tanajada is trained by Robert Garcia. We're gonna see if we can get back. He got the advantages in this fight. He's the taller guy, more crafty. Contreras is going to be the aggressive guy, but Tanner Holland should be able to win this fight if everything's good with him. If he ain't take Williams appear to take too much from him, I think he should win this fight. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good fight though on this card though for sure. Dilo 4-4 in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Yes, sir. All right, let me move to another fight on this card. Now, this is another one. Gabe Flores Jr. versus Abraham Montoya. Yo, this might have upset alert on it. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at these guys, their past performances. Gabriel Flores is coming off his first defeat. He lost to what's his name? Louis Alberto Lopez. That was on the Valdez Consejo undercard. I mean, he got beat up. He took a lot of punishment in that fight, and they probably should have stopped that fight maybe like in the sixth round. He took a lot of punishment. Before that, he was doing well boxing, scoring nice knockouts, and having some good performances. But that right there really took a lot out of him. He's facing Montoya, who is a tall, crafty type of guy. Um, he's real awkward. He can fight. He throw a lot of punches. You look at his record. I think he's 19-2, but he had a nice performance on Showbox. He fought Pork Chop Guerrero. He took him to school. Really, this is a tough fight, man. Top rankers, they really matching these guys tough because they can take him and maybe kind of build him so they want to mess up his confidence, but they throwing him right back in there. Montoya is a guy that can win. He can win this fight, like real talk. He's awkward, tall, rangy. He's got similarities to Eric Morales. You know what I'm saying? How he was tall and kind of quirky with his style and can punch a little bit, kind of got that type of style. Not, of course, not as good as Eric Morales, but got that type of style. But this one might be an upset alert for real. But Gabriel Flores is from this area, Stockton. You know what I'm saying? So he should bring a good crowd, and maybe that'll help him get through this fight. But if he box well and keep his hands up, that's his biggest thing. His defense is trash. If he can keep his hands up, you know what I'm saying, box well, be defensive responsible, he can outbox the guy. But it's gonna be tricky though. It's real tricky. You know what I'm saying? This another fight right here. This damn near 50-50. At featherweight division, you got Joet Gonzalez, who just signed with Top Rank. He coming off a tough loss, and he took a lot of punishment in this one too against Emmanuel Navarrete. And Joet is one of those guys. He's treading thin water. Like maybe he's a tough contender, but is he gonna turn to a journeyman? We've seen what Shakur did to him. You know what I'm saying? That Navarrete fight was very tough on him. He took a lot of punishment. But he's coming back against Gio Santisma. This is a tough fight. So both guys fought Navarrete. Of course, he beat both of them. Santisma is tough, man. Yeah, he one of those Filipino guys, yo. They durable, they strong. They gonna come to fight. And Joet ain't going nowhere. He gonna fight with you too. So this is a good fight. Like I said, this card right here is real tough. You know what I'm saying? Along with the main event, of course. But yeah, I like these undercard fights. And of course, they got some young fighters like Charlie Sheehy. He's making his. I think this is his second fight. You got the tall 6'8" Mexican heavyweight Antonio Morales. He's on the card. So yeah, like I said, this top ranked card is pretty dope. But back to the main event. This got a lot of stuff at stake right here, and I love the matchup. Isn't Flores one of those? Yeah, yeah, that's him. Yeah, his dad probably should have stopped that fight. Boston first vlog in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. I thought Joet was already with Tyrank. Nah, he wasn't. He wasn't. I think he fought his last couple of fights on Top Rank, to be honest. Shakur, then he beat Mariaga, and then he fought Navarrete. You know what I'm saying? And then he actually just signed with Top Rank, you know what I'm saying, the top of the year. So, yeah. Dante Hall in the building. What's good with you, bro? Navarrete stopped Santisma, but this is a tough one. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. I like that fight. This card is nice. and top it off with the main event, 140 pounds, which is one of the most underrated. And it's about to get a lot of shine, though. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what happens with Josh Taylor if he actually vacates the titles and shit start going crazy. But 140 is a great division. Will Stokes in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you. But this matchup right here is a pretty good one. Pedraza's been on a roll. He's been looking real good as of late. Ever since at 140, ever since he lost to Jose Zepeda, which was a crafty type of fight, Jose Zepeda outwitted him. He been on a roll, man. He been looking good. He fought a couple times in the bubble. He stopped the prospect Hammer Hands Rodriguez. He looked real good. He can fight on both sides of the plate. They call him the sniper for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He can fight good off the ropes as well. And you know he bring a lot of stuff to the table as well. He's a former two division world champion, so he got some pedigree and he crafty and all that good shit. He can do some things in the ring. He can get down and dirty, or he can box. So he's versatile in that aspect. Jose Ramirez coming off the loss of Josh Taylor, you know, he's more so of a aggressive Mexican style, dig to the body, uppercut. He like to pivot inside, you know what I'm saying, get the angles going. You know, he's good. He's just kind of one dimensional. I like to see him use his jab a little bit better, and that can set some things up because Pedraza kind of have like a loosey goosey style as well. He can get the jab established. He probably can work off that and do some good things to the body and finish up top. But I can see this fight, you know, I can see Pedraza getting out to a good start, like a real good start. I want to say the last time this that Jose Ramirez had a fight in Fresno, he fought Zepeda, and Zepeda was taking it to him. You know what I'm saying? He was all boxing him. He was counter punching him real nice, but he came on down the stretch to get a. I thought it was a draw, but he eked out a decision. So we're gonna see, man. This a good fight coming off a loss. He ain't take no step down and go all the way back to the drawing board. He actually facing a tough opponent who can win this fight. But I like Ramirez. I like Ramirez to win a tough decision. I think it'll be kind of difficult in the beginning. And I think he'll pull away with it. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. But this is a pretty damn good fight. You know what I'm saying? He was a top rank associate. Now he's on. I mean, Golden Boy basically lending him out to go get the world title. The same thing they did to Joshua Franco, who fought Maloney on top rank 3 times in a row. You know what I'm saying? They'll send their guys over there to Shera. They'd send him over to top rank to fight Carlos Adamas. That worked out for him. He became world champion. So, you know, Golden Boy will send you over there now. You know what I'm saying? He said 140 in the spotlight thanks to Calderon. I think they was in the spotlight before that. But Calderon definitely brought some shine though. I mean, and this to me it is a for somebody that already knew about Calderon, I'm just sitting back and laughing and watching everybody else give him praise. Because I already knew what time it was. So yeah, I'm with that. That's why I like to watch all these fights, yo. So if somebody have a nice performance, it's not coming out of nowhere for me. It's just he just stepped up to the plate and did what I seen him do to other guys. So yeah, I'm with that. Would Josh be the first in line at welterweight? I mean, it depends which way he want to go. You know, Bud Crawford don't have to make a mandatory defense until May 2023. So unless he want to wait till then, or they just make the fight. I think it's bigger fights for Bud other than you know Josh Taylor. If we go down the other routes, he's gonna have to wait. The WBA got somebody in line, Buteyev and Stanionis. IBF got Boots and Clayton. WBC, well, they don't got no eliminator or whatever, but they about to, start doing a little tournament. So, where he gonna go? That's why I've been saying Kell Brook, but what I'm saying. He was at the fight. Sometimes they hear me. Sometimes they hear me, but they ain't listen to me. Then sometimes it flip the other way. They listen to me, but they ain't hearing me. So how we do. We rocking all the time. Every time Pedraza win, it helps quiet taints criticism a lot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it does. I guess. I mean, I think that may be his second best win, first best win. I really give him credit for that win. But I know how people is out here. I'm interested in the weigh-in before I make my pick. I mean, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I ain't mad at that. I know Jose Ramirez getting tight at the weight. You know what I'm saying? You had Taylor Ramirez a draw. No, I had Ramirez versus Zepeda a draw. I had Taylor winning that fight. I want to say like I forgot the score. I want to say 7-5 or 8-4, and plus the two knockdowns. No, I thought Josh Taylor won that fight. Ramirez hasn't been getting clear wins in Fresno over years, except for what's his name, Mike Reed. But the one he had against Zepeda, yeah, that was close for sure. But this is a good card. This Friday night, March the 4th. It don't interfere with the zone card that I'm about to talk about. So that's dope. So everybody can check it out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And this got big title implications. Before I go to the next topic. Um, both guys is ranked in the WBC and WBO, like top five. I think Ramirez, like I can't remember off the top. I know it's like top five. So this can be an eliminator, and the winner can face Zepeda, who is the WBC mandatory for the vacant title, or they can get themselves in position to go the WBO route. You know how Bob Aaron route with the WBO, so it is what it is. He said I had Postal over Ramirez. Yeah, that was another close one too. I thought he pulled it out down the stretch, but early in the fight, I had Postal in a big lead. I had that's on my Twitter timeline as well. I gotta pull that back up. But I was scoring it round by round. I thought he pulled it out down the stretch. But yeah, that was another close one though. You know what I'm saying? That was another close one. All right, so we're moving on to the zone card Saturday night. Listen, this is another good one. Got a lot of prospects and young fighters, and I like the theme of it. Man, the main event is crazy. Like this was a replacement fight. Husband Chocolatito versus Estrada, but we got El Rey Martinez stepping in, moving up, the WBC champion at 112. We're gonna talk about it, but let's touch on these prospects though before we get into that. You know what I'm saying? And these fighters. So yeah, man, I love this card right here. I ain't gonna lie. So we got Sky Nicholson. She from Australia. She making her pro debut. You know what I'm saying? She had a nice amateur career. So we're gonna see how she look, you know what I'm saying? Featherweight. So yeah, I know she's been doing some work with the zone commentating and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys caught that. But she making her pro debut. So we're gonna see. Very close for sure. Yeah, he been having some close fights. You know what I'm saying? Coming up into that Josh Taylor fight. That's what part of the reason why I was picking Josh Taylor in that fight. You got Anthony Herrera on the card. Nice looking prospect. He's trained by Manny Robles. Look out for him. You know what I'm saying? Nice young fighter. Like I said, I like how they be moving their guys too on the zone. They keep them busy. You know what I'm saying? You got another one, Diego Pacheco. Now he's in a tricky fight. He's facing a guy named Glenn Platinum, something like that. Go check him out, man. This guy Platinum, he's crafty, tricky. He beat Kevin Newman on Showbox. Tall, tricky type of style. Diego Pacheco is 6'4", legit 6'4". You know what I'm saying? He just linked up with Team Benavidez, so he got Jose Senior coaching him for this fight. This is their first fight together. I like him. He tall, aggressive, go to the body. He can box too. You know what I'm saying? But I like him. He aggressive. So look out for this kid, Diego Pacheco. I want to say he like 16 and 0, 17. I can't remember his record. I just know he's a good fighter. He's a good young fighter. Fights at super middleweight. Not sure how long he's gonna stay there. You know what I'm saying? But while I want to see how he look with this new team though. You know what I'm saying? You got Mark Castro. Mark Castro been looking good his last fight, his last couple of fights. His last fight, I can't give him a lot of props though. I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. He came in overweight and he went through the guy in like 2 rounds. Man, I want that don't hype me up. Even though he did what he had to do, he came in like 6 pounds overweight. So hopefully he get that shit together. He started his career last year. He was fighting at featherweight. Then he missed weight, and now he's a lightweight now. So we'll see. But he can fight though. You know what I'm saying? We know he had a strong amateur career. He beat Keyshawn a couple of times. He can fight though. I just want to see him. You know what I'm saying? Make the weight and do what he gotta do. But I like him though. He's on the card. They're keeping him active. You got a 154 fight. This is a WBA intercontinental, fight, whatever for a ranking. You got Salome Sissoko. He's trained by Virgil Hunter. He's managed by Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? 258. He's a good boxer. You know what I'm saying? He's facing all against Roberto Venezuela Jr. Um, This a good fight for Suzuki. I like him. If you guys haven't seen him, he's a good boxer. Good jab. You know what I'm saying? Kind of keep it basic. He don't do nothing too crazy. He had a nice knockout victory in his last fight over there in France. You know what I'm saying? He fighting a tough, rugged type of guy. Um, we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? I like him though. He's one of those guys. He's a fringe type of guy at 154 where they got some killers there. So we're gonna see how he look. But he's been looking good as of late. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna move on to this. This is another good fight. He said a tricky fight for sure. Castillo didn't show up for the first fight. Yeah, with front doors. Yeah. Opulent LD in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Now we got this fight right here. This one gonna be all action. Like that's why I was saying earlier. I like the theme of this card. You got Angel Ferreira versus Juan Carlos Burgos. Now Burgos is basically like a gatekeeper now. He fought everybody, Mikey, Haney. You know what I'm saying? He fought Xavier Martinez. He fought Sterling Castillo as well. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of those guys that if you on your off day, he can beat you. You know what I'm saying? He's tall, rangy, like the dead to the body, typical Mexican style. This is a tough fight. Ferreira been on a roll. He's another one. He came out of nowhere and stopped Machado on Ring City, USA. And he been looking good ever since. He had a nice victory on the zone not too long ago in Mexico. And he's another one, tough, rugged type of guy come to fight. This might be one of the better fights of the night, even though we got the main event. It's crazy, but this gonna be a good one. So that's why both of these cards on Friday and Saturday, it's gonna be a really good cards. If you really like watching the fights and stuff like that, not just watching boxing like that, you're gonna enjoy these two cards. I'm pretty sure of it. But this is a good one. Ferreira is like top three in the WBO at 135, so he right there. I even heard him call out Devin Haney in his last fight. So maybe that's an option, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? The way Devin can't get these big fights, hey, you gotta look at it. You know what I'm saying? And he signed with the zone. So this is a good fight. You know what I'm saying? All right, to the co-main event. This is another one, but this more so kind of a showcase for Bronco Lara, who's coming off those two fights against Josh Warrington. He had a bad cut in the last one. The first one, I mean, he beat up and stopped Warrington, so we remember that. So we'll see if he got any scar tissue and stuff like that. If he completely healed, but he's a tough, rugged type of fighter, man. He bad for anybody, like because his style is so unorthodox and he aggressive. Now Sanchez is a good fighter, not a lot of experience. He's trained by Manny Robles. That's probably his best, you know, thing in the bag right there. So he got a good coach and good team behind him. But I like Bronco Lara, man. He got a nice ranking in all the sanctioned bodies. I think the IBF he's the highest. So to me, the way when I seen this fight get made, it looked like a showcase type of deal. But we're gonna see. Sanchez can, he's a good enough boxer if he can stay away from but it's so hard because he's so awkward and he's strong and aggressive. But yeah, this is a good one. But I like Lara. He's one of the most entertaining, one of the more entertaining fighters in boxing right now. So yes, sir. And he should got that title shot against Kiko instead of Josh Warren. So it is what it is. But we're gonna see. This win right here gonna put him in line for that or something else. So we're gonna see. All right, to the main event, I don't know what else to say about it, but I love this shit. And I think this is gonna be one of the best fights, you know what I'm saying, this year. I think it's gonna last all the way through the year. You got Chocolatito Gonzalez, he's the vet, you know what I'm saying, crafty technician, good combinations, you know what I'm saying, been on the pound for pound list, suffered defeats and all type of shit, came back, been looking good in his second half of his career. I thought he won his last fight against Estrada, which is probably was one of the fights of the year. I mean, Chocolatito nice with it. I know he's one of those guys that falls in the category as Anyway and Triple G and these guys that get overrated by the media because he's like a darling. But this kid can fight, bro. I'm telling you, he's the best combination puncher in boxing, like for real. And he got one of the best uppercuts. He's your favorite fighter. You know what I'm saying? All the fighters say they want to watch him fight. Spence, Canelo, but all these guys want to come watch Chocolatito. Ask them who their favorite fighter is. You feel me? So I love Chocolatito, what he brings to the game, and he a humble type dude. This a tough fight though. You know what I'm saying? El Rey Martinez is a strong, unorthodox, crazy ass fighter, yo. Like I said that in the most good way as possible. I mean, at 112, he's strong. I think he overwhelms a lot of the guys because he just so he's so rugged and strong. Like he'll walk through all your shit. He walked through Jay Harris stuff. Everybody that he fought, he walked through it, and he end up eventually his will overtakes you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody he fight is probably a better technical fighter or skilled fighter. He beat you in the other categories, the intangibles. He beat you with the will, the desire. You know what I'm saying? This being ferocious. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. And he's a crazy dude, yo. You just watch his last fight, bro. His last fight, the first round was crazy. He got dropped, and then he dropped the kid. He dropped Royal, and he came back in the second round. He was just about ready to stop Arroyo. The fight got stopped on a cut. Arroyo got up out of there. But if you watch El Rey Martinez after that, after the stoppage, and just watch, look at his face and his demeanor. Yo, dude is crazy, bro. He won the fight, so he's going to bring something to the table that Chocolatito have to look out for, being unorthodox, kind of like Son Ramasai in the southpaw stance. And this kid switches up all the time. He that's a mistake he made. He squares up a lot, so he may have some issues, with Chocolatito shooting shots down the pipe with that straight right hand, like he landed on Cal Ufai, or the combinations he might not be able to see it. But if he can take Chocolatito's punches, it's gonna be a long night. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna be both in the phone booth just fighting, bro. It's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I like Chocolatito to win the fight. I think he may out hustle my man down the stretch with the work rate, especially when he, being unorthodox with his hands down. And I think he can capitalize on that. But you never know, man. With this kid, he been struggling to make the weight as well. So maybe his body get a refresh, get a refresher moving up to 115. You know what I'm saying? We seen Bam carry his power up from 108 to 115. So maybe El Rey can do the same thing. But I love this fight, bro. And like I said before in other lives, if these guys come out boxing and tippy toeing around and what I'm saying, pot shotting and doing all this shit in the shoulder roll, I'd be mad as hell. I want to see some blood and guts, all out fights. I love the sweet signs, yo, just like the next man. You know what I'm saying? Slip and counter, all that good shit. Walk them to the shots, tying them up, spinning them, doing all that sweet shit. But sometimes you just want a good old fashioned fight, bro. And this is what we're gonna get right here. So I'm loving it. So definitely can't wait for it, yo. It's gonna be crazy for sure. He said I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. He said, "Great work, big bro. I appreciate you, bro." Yes, sir. So yeah, man, that's the weekend, man. It's a hell of a weekend. Check your local listing for the times though, because I'm on the West Coast and I be confusing myself trying to give out the times. But um, it's cool this weekend because the two biggest cards they on separate days. You know what I'm saying? So Top Rank gonna go on Friday, you know what I'm saying, from Fresno. It's gonna be on ESPN Plus. So you can go check that out. And they got a hell of a card as well. Feel free to tap in with that. You know what I'm saying? We can get our predictions and our post fights. Everything gonna work out lovely. And then the next night, Friday, excuse me, Saturday, March the 5th, you got Chocolatito versus Julio Cesar Martinez. And that card, they got a lot of prospects I went over. So yeah, man, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. So if you guys missed it, anybody listen to playback, feel free to rewind it and drop a comment, all that good shit for everybody in the building. I appreciate you guys coming through. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can follow me on my social media at L Dubs Boxing on IG. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to hit me up, Twitter, over J, feel free. Same thing. Hit me behind the scenes if you got anything boxing wise. We always working. So salute to everybody coming through the building. That's my time, and I'm out.